So, reading this book, Seven Insights of Safety Leadership, and he made a powerful quote. He said, whatever your company produces and whatever your job title says, you are first and foremost in the business of risk management. There's an element of risk to everything that we do from birth. Survival is dependent on how well we manage that risk. As leaders, you have to be good risk managers. Your job as a leader is to be a good risk manager. And it starts with the most serious and potentially fatal events. You have to have your arms around, and that has to be the first focus for leadership. The traditional viewpoint, the traditional mindset that, okay, let me take care of all injuries. If I take care of these smaller injuries, there'll be a trickle-up effect. And they'll automatically take care of fatalities. That's a false sense of security. That's not correct. What it does, it leaves you with a false sense of security. Your injury rates are low. Safety looks good, but then plow. You get hit in the face with a seemingly out of the blue fatal injury or serious injury or a series of fatal injuries. And then, everybody doesn't know what's going on. It's because there wasn't a specific focus on serious and fatal injuries. There wasn't a specific focus on life-critical safety programs. There wasn't a specific focus and risk-based decisions and controls in place for things that can kill you, first and foremost. That's how that happens. It has to come from leaders. By leaders focused on hazards with catastrophic potential and life-critical safety programs, making risk-based decisions. It says that I refuse to kill or seriously injure somebody with glass bottles for products. That's what it says. By your leadership understanding the most serious task in your facility, understanding the life-critical safety programs, and then walking the talk. It has to come from your leadership, because leaders influence behavior. So one of the biggest things that I've seen with successful leaders is they have a personal value to safety. It means something even outside of these four walls. They've lost someone. They've experienced loss. They know what it's like to walk through a finger amputation and have to call someone's mom or somebody's wife when somebody went through a serious injury or fatality. It shouldn't take that for people to understand and empathize and lead with that type of mindset. But sometimes it does. So if nothing else, have your leadership team focus on hazards with catastrophic potential first and foremost. And in our reality, the name of the game is making risk-based decisions. So if you can in any way teach your leadership team the fundamentals, the blocking and tackling of risk, understanding how to prioritize, how to properly risk rank. We use a system, we basically look at three criteria: severity, probability based on the controls that are in place. So you have to understand the controls to risk rank the probability, and frequency. That's exposure to the potential hazard. So your key areas. Get with some operators, get with your leadership team, and develop a list, develop a spreadsheet where you risk rank every one of these items, and have your leadership team go through this process with you. So when we make improvements, we're not making improvements out of nowhere. We're making risk-based decisions. We're performing our risk assessment, and our improvements start with the most serious injuries. You can't eat the elephant all at once. Safety is an elephant. There are a lot of different hazards that you can go after. What you have to do is prioritize based on risk. Start at the top of that list and start eating away. Because what you'll see also is the most serious potential hazards and fatalities, I mean, those areas, a lot of times they need the most resources. They need engineering. They need a firm understanding of compliance. They need continuous checks. They need advanced training. So you'll be spending your money on the things that really count. Thank me later and share this with somebody that needs it.